To fool y'all. Y'all be sending me home research and shit. I was like, nigga says
That was critical, man. That shit they need that. 2/3. Shalom, Yahshua Allah. Hebrew Israelites toss up Oklahoma. Once again, out here prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great. First things first, turn to the east. Give our praise and glory to which is the petty Hebrew tongues, created in the Father, the Son, and the Spirit. Hey, double honor to the apostle of the great millstone. Shalom. Do some brothers like the truth. And shalom to brothers and sisters that's listening and studying to show yourselves approved. From today, Yahshua Allah, basically, we're getting into that time, man, where everything is coming to pass, all the prophecies. Basically got boots on the ground in L.A. We see the sword being sharpened. All that big, beautiful bill that Donald Trump signed, that money, it got streamlined right to ICE. And that ICE got like Humvees. They got top tier military equipment, the bulletproof vests. And they got ICE looking like the Marines. It's hard to even distinguish them right now. They got the top level guns, equipment. They're doing patrols in LA. They call it what? Presence patrols. Where they're going through, showing a force, trying to intimidate the public. And basically, it looks like what they did in Iraq, they're doing over here, like a big military presence. They even talk about putting a forward operating base right there in L.A. But what they call it, MacArthur Park, they're going to get it right there. And they basically trying to control the public. And we there. But now we just waiting on somebody to, fire the first shot. The Akim told me they're already doing it, trying to keep it under wraps. But sooner or later, you're going to see on TikTok, on social media, that they're going to be having like straight, gun battles right here on U.S. soil. And I can see, too, if it gets real bad, you got Donald Trump in office, he might call a drone strike on USA soil. And that'll make everything just go straight bad when that happens. I say they start having fights, gun fights. It's going to go straight bad.
he already gave them authority to use lethal force on civilians.
See? So they said if anybody impedes in ICE operations, hey, they just go ahead and just mow you on down. And the public ain't gonna take that. Like, so they see, Pablo or whoever get laid out, breaking up families, man, it's gonna intensify that heat. The Lord prophesied what happened. So we going to this time right here. We've been telling Jake for a long time that we're about to go to Jacob's trouble. Been telling him over and over again. You even got certain camps talking about ain't no Jacob's trouble. Then he had to double back like what I said, idiots. Morons. That show you how strong it is, where he couldn't even lie no more. So the good old spin doctor talking about Bishop Day IUIC had to say, well, he hadn't even come to say it is going to be a Jacob's trouble because it's overwhelming now. Now we got boots on the ground. So start off this right here, and this is Jeremiah 30:7. And last for that day is great. So that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. So it said the day is great. It said none is like it. And why did it say that? Because we're dealing with stuff that our ancestors have to deal with. Like it's gonna be drones out here. It's gonna be they got the robot dogs. Then they're gonna activate them. Our ancestors had to deal with actual military troops on the ground. They had to deal with the police. This ain't the police. These devils done militarized ICE. So it said none is like it because we dealing with technology now. Like I said earlier, it might be drone strikes on USA soil. They're going to pull out the night goggles, night vision, the snipers. They're going to be doing military drills on the public, man. So basically like Rex 84, King Alfred, all the military operations, they doing it on USA soil. This ain't Iraq. This is USA. This is Los Angeles. They doing it. And they're doing it big where the Northern Tribe is at. Northern Tribe presence. Because there's a lot of Northern Tribe Hispanics in LA. So what they're trying to do, they're trying to disrupt their industry. What Northern Tribe got going, and it parallels what's in the Bible. Because that's what they did back in the day. Ancient days. The Assyrians, which is Edomites, attacked the Northern Tribe. Ran them out first. Broke them up. So then they could attack the Southern Tribe. So Esau's using that same tactic. Nothing new under the sun. Same tactic. We're going to isolate, divide, then attack. And then like man, I was talking to Ma'ab the war. This was blowing my mind. Like the Northern Tribe, like you can see what happened back in the day is happening now. So now I can see how it went down. Northern Tribe loves Esau so much that they're taking it. They're going quietly with it. They're not really putting up much of a fight. That's what's happening right now. And what the reason that Esau's able to do that, when we say Esau to a so-called white man, is because they want to be accepted by Esau. So they're trying to bow down. You know, they voted for Donald Trump. They're trying to bow down. Oh, I fit in. Whoop, whoop. So Esau can get them easily. But when it comes to Southern tribe, it's not going to be so easy. And I'm like, dang, this parallel in the Bible. Same thing. Northern tribe fled, you know, took it lay down easy. Southern tribe, like we just seen Haitians whoop up on ice. That's the Levites. They're not going to go easy. Judah not going to go easy. Benjamin not going to go easy. So what Esau got to do is he got to divide them up. So I'll get the northern tribe first. And really, I think northern tribe going to fight back too. They just waiting on Judah to start fighting. Once Judah starts fighting, all 12 tribes of Israel going to start fighting. And Esau knows that. So he got to do it carefully. So he got to go, you know, tribe by tribe. Let me get Asher. Let me get Naphtali. You know, let me get Ephraim. You know, and we're going to save Judah for last because that's going to be our biggest battle. Esau knows that. And that's why all that money had to be streamlined because he like, what ICE was doing before wasn't going to get it. Hey, the Haitians, hey, they beat the brakes off of ICE, the Levites. Hey, took their little zip ties, took their gun, beat the brakes off of them. So now Esau, they got like MRAP, they got military vehicles, they coming in like basically like it's war. They basically waging war on the children of Israel right now. And like our people are so desensitized, they kind of like got their head in the covers like, nah, they not doing that. It ain't gonna be that bad. They just getting illegal. They just get criminal. Like, nah, they snatching up U.S. citizens, man. Like, Issachar that got his paperwork together, Esau don't care. All y'all gotta go. Because really it's an attack on all the children of Israel. And we said the beginning stages of it. So we just waiting for it to intensify. That's why I say I got a lesson title. They got boots on the ground now. And then, like, I'm gonna do this too. I can check this out. This predictive program at its finest. Ain't it a movie called Battle for L.A.?
Yeah.
Where they're fighting aliens? And don't they call foreign people aliens? So I'm like, come on, man. These devils already put the game plan together. Go watch that movie, y'all. It's about Battle for L.A. It's the same thing. So now we see where the battle gonna start at. The fight gonna start in L.A. They basically saying you got to get out. The Edomites, the white people, like this is our country. We don't want to see no yellow and brown people. I don't want to see no goddamn taco truck. I don't want to see none of that. All I want to see is good old white American stuff. And that's what MAGA's all about. They got to make America white again. It's got two yellow and two brown over the years. Because really they try to say we're minorities. I don't believe we're the minority, Yashara. I believe we're the majority. You had to follow the tribes of Israel. We the number one in Babylon the Great. So Esau like, hold up, y'all got to do something. They looked at, hey, Bill Gates do this. Elon Musk do this. Donald Trump do this. They ain't looking for, that's their leader, the Edomites.
Bring in the plague.
Yeah, bringing the plagues, drown stuff out, do whatever we got to do. We got to get these Israelites up out of here. They got to go. I want a white country. I want to come out and see nothing but white people. They want to feel safe. They don't feel safe for Jake no more. You know, Jake getting information. Jake starting to find out who they are, the true nationality, and that's scary to Esau. Because they're now getting the tail pin on that they're the devil. You know, so when I read the precept, and it said at the time of Jacob's trouble, because now that's who's in trouble is Jake. The military ICE, that's for Jake. You know, they coming after Jake, man. They got alligator Alcatraz. They're already flexing of feeding us the gators. You got Edomites taking pictures with it. That's like taking a forward with a lynching. So I'm looking at Jake like, y'all better pay attention. They're basically telling me on TV, we coming for y'all. They're made mainstream a concentration camp where they feed you the gators. If Jake do their history, they fed our babies the gators to make they boots and they purses and stuff. So it's like everything is coming full circle. Everything they did back in the day, they're doing now. And they're not hiding it anymore. Donald Trump's corruption is out. They got him because he talked that good greasy stuff like, yeah, we gonna do this, we gonna crack heads. He coming with that Joe Biden spirit. Like we made that crime bill. They crack you over the head, they doing this. The criminals, he talking about the cartels. They arguing he's demonizing the children of Israel, getting Edomites riled up so that when everybody sees them, like if I start gunning down Israelites, everybody be cool with that. Because they'll say, oh, he's just getting the criminals. So he's desensitizing them to get them ready for murder. And make it seem like we're not real people. Like they say, we 3/5 of a man. So they done dehumanized us. They got Esau open, but then they had a hiccup.
If you go back in history where you mentioned Biden with that crime bill, Biden was calling us monkeys back in that time too. It was just basically for to prove how they really think about it.
Yeah, I got for it.
The 3/5 of a man's still in the like Constitution. Like it never went away. If you look at it, it's like in one of those lost books or whatever. And it never went away.
And they showing it now too. They like, shoot, we shouldn't care. They look at us like we dogs. Some dogs need to be put down. Like we breed too much. They're like, oh, we need to euthanize them. You know, then they look like the euthanized message ain't working good enough. The 1-9 didn't work good enough. Now we got to go back to the sword. We got to preach up on that. The sword is now being sharpened. You know, the military is getting made to a point. So like King David said, he's trying to master us the strong ones. Who's the strong ones? The military. And they got the UN on standby in case, you know, the ICE can't get it done. We got UN troops too. Peacekeepers. If they gonna, let's say this place about to turn into a war zone real quickly. A whole battle zone is about to turn into.
Quick preacher, just back you up. This is Zephaniah chapter 1, and we start at verse 14. And it says, the great day of the Lord, Yahweh Shai, is near. It is near, and haste greatly, even the voice of the day of the Lord. The mighty man shall cry bitterly. And it says, that day is the day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of cloud and thick darkness. And it says, a day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities, against the high towers. And I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung. And then in verse 18 it says, neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath, but the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy, for he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land. And that's pretty much that is, when it said the day of the Lord, this is what we're talking about when it's near. So, you know, just like I just said, it's about to be right here in America, aka Babylon the Great. You're gonna see a lot of people's blood being shed, as it says that, you know, what he said, a lot of people's blood is gonna be as the dust. Okay? And that's a whole lot. You see dust everywhere you go. All right. And so he compared people's blood being shed as the dust. That's a lot of bodies, man. All right. And that's what we talking about.
We got war coming, man. Bring this out right here. Ezekiel 21:9. It says, Son of man, prophesy and say, thus said the Lord, say, a sword is sharpened and also fervent. Verse 10, it is sharpened to make a sword slaughter. It is fervent that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? It contemneth the rod of my son as every tree. So that's the Lord right there was calling out, man. He said it twice. He said a sword is sharpened. That's talking about the military. So like watching for Israel, you know, a good watch, we said on the person, we telling our people like Esau coming with that sword, man. He coming for the blood of the children of Israel. And what the Lord said, he said it should make a sword slaughter. Because these devils, they imagine to lay out a lot of children of Israel. Like now they want Jake to do that Black Lives Matter rally. Now they want Jake to protest. They're like, where's that protest that strength you had before? You know, now the sword is out. So that was all traps. And like the Lord said, he said it's a glitter. Should we then make mirth? Majority of our people still making mirth. They still going to parties. Still, I see them still wanting to protest and rally. All they need is George Soros to put some money up and have Jake out there protesting, waving a flag. And then you look at the Northern Tribe, they really got them doing something real stupid. Northern Tribe out there waving the flag of Mexico. So that shows Esau, they like, oh look, we've been under attack by a foreign country. See them waving the flag of another country? We got to lay them out. So they want them to protest right now so they could bring out the troops and just get the gunning them down, you know, and they want to be justified of that. Like Esau wants to look like the good guy. He wants to make it seem like, oh, that Jake is invading, you know, their land. Not knowing that the Northern Tribe was here first. You know, the Native, the Hispanics, they was here first. Like I did a lesson on that flooding in what's that, Kerrville, Texas. That river right by is called Guadalupe River. I'm like, dang, W, you changed the name from the river. So that lets me know who occupied it first. That's why the Lord made it get drowned out, because you stole that land. So the Lord is taking it back with these plagues, you know? And I'm just looking at the landmarks. Like, let's say Ishkar, like, hold up, we was here first. What you talking about? They had, what do they call it? The Mexican, I want to say the Revolutionary War, where they pushed them into Mexico. But they was here first. They had the West Coast. You look at California, Colorado, Nevada. Those are Hispanic names. Those are not American, ain't no old English to that. Because the devil didn't change all the names of the stuff. He was that lazy. All he did was unalive and push him somewhere else. Now he's talking about get up out my house. You know? So that's why Ishakar be waving a flag in this country. They're like, we was here first. You know? But Esau gonna look at it like I'm being attacked by another country. We gotta fight for our country. So Donald Trump's trying to rally the Edomites behind that, which it was working, but he getting stains on him. So their whole movement is fracturing. So this dude gonna be desperate. You know, they desperate. What they gonna do? Hey, he gonna make the phone call. Hey, lay him out. I'm frustrated. I'm losing my base. So what you gonna do is, hey man, go down the block. If you see any so-called Mexican, lay him out, snatch him up. You know, some people, man, I've been saying they got the little food trucks. Esau been coming in, kind of like a raid. What they doing for a country? I heard food trucks getting raided, taking the food, taking people.
Blockade and siege.
Yeah, that's what they do. Yeah, that's what they do in foreign countries, man. Taking the food. Ishquak ain't go to the grocery store no more. I seen them go to the grocery store, get tased, snatched up. You know, basically they doing kidnapping and trying to make it legal and shipping people, you know, and then they ain't even shipping to other countries. I heard they dumping them right in the ocean and it's unalive.
I heard they're like outside of like school facilities and like summer schools. They're going to summer schools.
God, see that right there, that's a straight war tactic, man. That'll make people get real sensitive about their children. So you going to school to snatch up children, they won't. The Northern trying to crash out. You know, it ain't happened yet just like that, but that's what they want. You know, and I know Judah will crash out behind something like that, but I'm just waiting. It's about to boil over. It's about to get to that point. I heard, like I said, they schools. I heard they went to Home Depot. They're going to restaurants, so they're snatching up taxpayers. That means some of them do got they don't work at Home Depot. Your paperwork got to be right. That's like a big time LLC company. They ain't going to take underground stuff like that. You got to have real. So they're snatching up taxpayers, attaching up people that go to the food industry. That's bringing a famine. This one process is going to bring in a whole lot of prophecies, man, because it's disrupting Babylon the Great's ecosystem. Northern tribe, they the ones that go out and pick the apples and the oranges and pick all the fruit. Edomites ain't going to do it. Southern tribe, they ain't going to do it. We already came from there. Southern tribe, they trying to get $20, $30 an hour job. Southern tribe ain't about to do that no more. They like, we already served our time picking in the field. That's what Esau really want. He wants Southern tribe. He said, the best is taking all the black jobs. So right there, he let us know the game plan. I want Southern tribe David back in the field. I want Northern tribe up out of here. I want them out. I don't even want to see them no more. And I want the Judah picking oranges and apples. And I'm like, man, that ain't even about to happen, man. Jake gonna grab that Glock switch and they gonna fight. Cause even I see even Gen Z like, man, I ain't trying to go do all that. You know, Gen Z they got too spoiled. They want to make big bucks. That's why Esau mad. Cause now Jake looking at what Esau got like, I'm coming for yours. That's why Esau's so scared, man. It's like this precept said, hey, the sword has been sharpened, and we trying to warn our people, and they still too busy making merch. He too busy twerking. He trying to get money to get her BBL. The Jake dude that outside the truth, man, them dudes, Esau got them in dresses. They got purses. They're like, I ain't about to fight. I'm about to go drink some Ciroc, go to the club, and go find me a homeboy to go mess with. I can't say a Eve. These dudes now won't. They homies. What did the scripture say? They lovers of themselves now. You got a whole lot of that going on. I did basketball. The NBA about to probably go under. All the dudes started coming out there on the DL. It's coming out like full stream.
They said that they don't even seek the natural use of a woman or something like that.
God, and we're at that point now. You look at these young dudes. Like I said, I know that they wear bonnets now. I'm like, what happened to do-rag? I'm at the job looking like all the dudes wearing bonnets.
Moo-moos, them girls, like girls' clothes they wearing at the house is like a dress. They had nothing on up under it.
The boo-boo, right? Yeah, the boo-boo.
Yeah, they wearing bonnets and moo-moos. I'm like, I seen a nigga with a bonnet and moo-moo walking down the street yesterday.
I've been saying that a lot too. At my job.
Yeah, I got that verse. This is Romans 1:26. For this cause, Yahweh gave them up unto a vile affection, for even their women did not change their natural use into that which is against nature.
So that let me know at the end. So now we're at the point where Esau coming with his military, warriors about to fight. You look at the Jake nation, and Jake is like the scripture said, like where I read, they like a woman. And they're seeking, all they do, most of them mess with men. They might mess with a woman to cover it up, to be their beard, but mostly they mess with other dudes. So you look at them like, man, they do they gonna put up no fight. He gonna tell it.
I just seen a picture of I think it was the brother who got the page keeper of sheep, and he posted a picture of it was a before and after picture, and it was actual Jake chick who transitioned herself to be a man and a Jake man.
I seen that.
Yeah, and then I was like, that's backwards, man. That's backwards. Yeah, confusing.
And then they doing that right when Esau coming with that sword to
Right.
lay everybody out.
Right.
So they not in their right minds to put up a fight or even see what's going on. I know the covering, they so blind. That's gonna be easy work. 2/3 gonna be easy work. They don't even really see it coming. They're not making preparation. They're not in this truth. And it's like they're trying to say like they think like they not gonna do that. Trump ain't that bad. And I'm like, this dude got a whole facility called Alligator Alcatraz where he's telling you, I want to feed y'all the gators. Then the military, he done beefed it up. I think they get more money and funding than the actual military. Either the Army or the Marines.
Also, it's the FBI.
Is the FBI?
Yeah, they got 17. They used to have, the FBI was like 10 billion and ICE was like 2. But last week, Trump just gave them 170 billion. So he made them 17 times the FBI, making them the largest police force in America.
See that? Largest police force in America, Akin. And what they getting ready to do, Yashrala? They getting ready to lay out the children of Israel. They right now they just waiting on the word from Donald Trump, or they waiting for Jake to get active or do something to them. That's why they're doing that prison patrol. They're trying to intimidate the public. Like, get in your place. They're trying to, what they call that, sunning somebody. They trying to sun Yashrala right now. Like, hey, don't be getting aggressive. Get back in your place. And what they doing? The Karens getting emboldened. The regular Edomites, they all like, I want to sign up too. They deputizing them. What's that? Stormfront? You did a lesson on that. They all up in where the hurricane. I mean, not the hurricane. The flooding took place.
Yeah.
Kerrville, Texas. They recruit. So they're building a case against Yasharallah, man, the children of Israel.
The fact that and that's what I was thinking. The fact that they was able to go out and help out during the disaster, it told you that somebody funded them to be able to do that. Cause ain't no people that regular citizens like us. We don't have the funds to go out and help them just like that. We can do what we can, but they was out there full fledged, like they had a whole program. So somebody funded them, and we already know what's Trump and them. It gotta be.
Yeah, they changed. That's what FEMA used to do. FEMA would pay people to go help in disasters, but they got rid of FEMA, and then Trump is bringing basically like doing everything else. He's making it more race based.
Right.
He's making it. It's not a federal agency now. He just essentially take the money that he was using for FEMA to get people to go help in disasters and just directing it towards white supremacists to go.
He prophesized.
Yeah.
That's what he did. He prophesized.
Yeah.
To fit his whole ideology, to fit, his thing. And they got Esau bloodthirsty. Save for Jacob's on there in that town. You know what I'm saying? You got all these little races coming. Hey, you ain't making it out there, so the Lord ain't with you.
Oh yeah, and especially a time like that, hey, Esau get active on times like that because they know all kind. Hey, see, when a national disaster happens, expect all type of crime that's gonna happen because it ain't gonna be reported.
Free kills.
Free kills. Yeah, free kills. Yeah, that's it. That's exactly what it is. Because they know, and that's why. As that precept said, when adversity come upon you, you shall find him there first. This is why you're going to find Esau, Edom, the devil. They're going to be there first because that's what they do. That's all they're about. They feel blood. That's what they care about, And that's why, as the scripture said, be sober. All right. So when you see a national disaster, the devil's going to come right along, right after.
This is 2 Corinthians 16 and 14. And it says, behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return until they come up on the earth. I'm going to jump down to 17 and it says, woe is me, who will deliver me in these days? The beginning of sorrows and great mourning, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of war, and the power shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils, what shall I do when these evils shall come?
Yeah, what I do, the evil shall come, man. And like it showed them plays, and he said, "Woe is me," because it's gonna be woe when this devil bring that sword, and that's one of the plagues is the sword. It's gonna come in like I said, the enemy gonna come in like a flood. Man, they recruiting. They got big numbers, man. They got ICE, UN troops, private militias. They gonna come in with a big everything they got left. They gonna attack the children of Israel with.
I'm gonna read down one more. It says, "Behold, famine and plagues, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourgers for a minute, but for all these things they shall not return. They shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges." So when all hell is breaking loose and if all these things are going, we see we're clearly going into Jacob's trouble. Hey, niggas is still doing they thing, man. They not gonna return from their wickedness. They ain't even gonna take heed to the scourges that's happening to them. They're gonna think, oh yeah, Esau gonna cool down, it's gonna pass away. But no, this is gonna happen until the Lord comes back. It's gonna gradually get worse and worse until hey, the Lord cracks them skies, man. And the elect of the nation of Israel is saved.
I got one to go along with what he just said. This is Jeremiah 5:3. O Yahweh, are not thine eyes upon the truth? Thou hast stricken them, but they have not grieved. Thou hast consumed them, but they have refused to receive correction. They have made their faces harder than a rock. They have refused to return. And that's why they gonna get swept up by, Esau and all his bullshit, because they ain't gonna have the protection. Because simply they just don't want to get to this word and make that change. It's either stay in their little world they got for themselves.
Oh, so they got something against you, Hawashai too. A lot of them, Lord, ain't get offended, don't want to come into the truth. They don't want a brown man like them reigning over them. I know that they have like a Stockholm syndrome. I think that Jesus Christ was did it to them. When I look at my family, it's like they believe in the so-called white man, and they can't take nothing that the white man ain't running it. They don't want nothing to do with it, and they hate themselves. I know they gave themselves hatred.
Yeah.
So when you tell them like, nah, the Savior, your house shot looks like us, he's one of us, they automatically reject it. Like, nah, my Savior ain't no nigga. Nah, the white man, he did this and that, and the Edomite telling him like, man, I'm about to eradicate y'all. I'm about to euthanize y'all. And they just like, nah, that ain't what he said. You just interpret what he talked about. Now this gonna get the bad niggas. I'm a good one, you know.
I mean, you can see that from the example of Bill Gates. This nigga literally said, hey, if we do a good job with the vaccine, we can eliminate one of these problems. And they thought it was a good thing. Oh yeah, he ain't gonna do that. They didn't even know that. They didn't even understand what he was saying. He was saying, hey, he gonna get rid of y'all with the vaccine, man. Like he's gonna like use his technology to get rid of you, man. But Jake don't even understand that. They think Esau is good for him.
They went way over their head. And even now, like we're looking at Donald Trump and everything that's happening now, you try to tell Jake like, hey, they coming for us. It's for us. And like, it's just for the immigrant. As I know that they wordplay is real big. They'll like use a word to dehumanize people. They say, oh, he's an immigrant, you know? And like they don't even like think deeply. I'm like, these Edomites at one point was immigrants. They came over here. So who are they to say who can and can't come over? Who they, I say Esau think he God and run stuff. And Jake gives them that jurisdiction over them. They still got a slave mentality. They never broke the chains of that. And then like when I'm looking at it, it's showing us two of the ones that like didn't want Yahushua back in the day. They called for his death. But they're gonna call for ours in a minute. I'm saying we're gonna go to the same thing Yahushua went because they holler, they love their oppressor. They love Esau.
They said, I'd rather have Barabbas. He was a murderer and a killer, and that's Esau, Edom today. And then they said, hey, go ahead and take your house shot, which is their help and they failure, which is this truth.
And you can see it clearly with this day. When you look at Northern Tribe, you know, that's they was hollering. You had Manasseh, I will go. First down no Trump, you know, they doing the little dance. Trump. Yeah, Latinos for Trump. So that's them basically saying we don't want Yahweh, we want Caesar. So I'm looking at that like it's the same thing. So now I'm saying them same souls, and now we see how Yahweh got delivered up. We dealing with the same thing. Like I'm looking like fools. You holler for these devils and they talking about unaliving you. So I'm looking at the 2/3, you know, the childless children, like y'all a special type of stupid. And I see why the Lord be unaliving y'all bunch, because you deserve it. Because it don't make no sense to be that dumb when you got all this history and you got all this stuff to show you that these devils don't like you. Go ahead.
Hey, just to show you how trifling the 2/3 are, just back in the day when they gave up Yahushua, they did that on the Passover. When they all supposed to be, grieving and getting ready for Passover, they picked the criminal over the Passover lamb. Just to show you, they not only rejected Yahushua, they rejected the truth altogether.
Now we saying it happened in our time. I'm up here. I'm kind of wild at how dumb they is. This is taking me aback, man. Like I was telling the war, I got into a little disagreement with a northern tribe chick, Issacharite, when I was at the store buying my stuff. And she got offended because, you know how you getting your little items and stuff? There was an Edomite next to me, and his stuff was close to mine. She was like, is that your amigo? You buying this stuff too? And I was like, the spirit hit me quick. I was like, nah, that's not my amigo. I was like, no mas amigo. Not my amigo. So I'm up here telling her that. And Esau look all offended. You know, they used to Jake eating out his hand. He's like, damn, I ain't your friend. I looked at him like, nope, not my amigo. Nope. You know, she got offended. She tried to like son be like, you don't say that. That is your friend. And this is like 2 weeks ago. I'm looking at her like, how the hell you say that now for snatching y'all up, throwing you in paddy wagons, calling you this and that. You over trying to put me with the Edomite just because you got a store? So they show me how dumb they are. I'm like, oh Lord. Like, they said we're gonna get delivered up easily.
I got to quit. I'm going to go ahead and read that since you said it a couple of times. Now, this Matthew chapter 24 and verse 9. And it said, then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted and shall kill you, and you shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake.
And I can see that vividly happening, man. Cause they all want us to be a bunch of coons and sambos. And see, the whole elect is not. The whole elect worship Yahushua. The whole elect feels the same way as Yahushua and Yahweh. We don't like Edomite. We hate Edomite. You know? So then I notice that's like a sin in Babylon the Great. You ain't supposed to hate the white man. Yeah, that's like something wrong with you. You need to be re-educated.
I hate you to hate you, Uncle.
And that's the thing. Like when we follow what Yahweh Yahshua asked us to do, but all you pretty much did is you basically applied Sirach chapter 12 and 10. Never trust thy enemy. Okay, so when we follow that, the whole world is gonna hate us. And Yahweh Shah warned us of that. He said, just know that if the world hated you, just know that it hated me first. You know, Yahweh Shah warned us about that. You know, and then now we're seeing it in real time.
Because we being holy, right? Being separate.
Mm-hmm.
And to Jake, that's not good. We're supposed to be joined unto Esau. But the scriptures tell us what's that, Isaiah 13:15, all those joined unto to be thrust through the sword. Yep. Now we see that coming into play. If you trust Esau, he's going to shoot you. That's what he's going to do. He's going to play in your face. Oh yeah, we all Americans. This is all our country. Then when you turn around, he's going to put that dirty hair to your stuff and blow your noodles out. And then hold himself not guilty. He gonna come up with excuses. Well, he was this, he was that, and he wasn't real American, and I need those noodles. You know, they always like make what they do like they justify. That's what I'm looking for. They try to justify their wicked acts.
And really think about it, during the time of Jacob's trouble, it ain't gonna be no court system that's gonna be able to persecute them. They gonna be able to get away with it regardless.
They gonna go full head straight like he did back in the day.
Yeah.
Like, hey, the might is in my gun. Where the scripture say that the power's in their own hand.
Right.
So they're not gonna care about that. I'm just unalive as many as that, because really they already fantasize about it. They already want to do it. They just waiting on the perfect, like you said earlier, the perfect moment to do it. So in a crisis, they gonna go and resort to their true nature. So I got this sword in my hand. Part of that sword is a gun. I see a Jake over there. I'm gonna take, unalive Jake and take what he got. Because that's how I sustain myself. They gonna feel like they right for that. He gonna feel like he a hunter. I had to hunt. I took it. It's his fault. He should know how I am, our history, and I took it from him. And then like Jake gonna be crying all the keys like, why the white man do that? I thought we was this and I thought we was that. And that's what Esau like. He gonna play on your ignorance. Your ignorance is gonna make Jake very complicit. And see, and then what's the counter to that? The whole fleck is different. We waiting on Esau. We know Esau the devil in the flesh. And I know that it makes him feel offended. Like, how dare you look at me as the devil? You know? And I'm like, look at your history, devil. They said they don't like a Jake with wisdom and knowledge and understanding because it's so easy to lock them up. It's real easy. I got all kinds of evidence against you to show you the devil. And all you can do is hold the light up to that devil. They don't like that. That's why the Lord, he said, I'll make Esau bear.
Yeah,
You know?
I like how you said that. You said, hold the light up to that devil, because that's exactly how they are. They operate in the secret council. They operate in darkness. And when you put that light on them, it exposes them. You made it Esau bear. You know?
And they don't like it. They get squirming and making excuses, and they try to demonize you after that.
Mm-hmm.
And they try to make the people seem like, oh, it's something wrong with you. You know, how dare you bring up my past, how I unalive and took people's stuff.
And that's exactly why we call them the devil. Because you know what the devil also means? Devil means deceiver, and it also means slander. Because, you know, they always slandering us for shit that they can't prove that we're actually doing. But we can prove, hands down, everything, every twist and turn, we can prove that they are the devil. We can prove that they the wicked on the of the side. We can prove this. But when they slander us, they use their media and so on and so forth, and they let it, and basically put in the minds of the people to tell us that we the wicked. In reality, they are. You know?
And see, now the media is losing its power.
Yeah.
They're losing the narrative. So now they ain't got their covering cast. You know, once you get exposed, what the devil gonna do? Pull out the sword, his blessing. That's how he got everything. So that's his fallback. So he been going years and years not having to use it so much. And Babylon the Great, because he got everything in subjection. He just using it, you know, overseas and all that. Now it's got so bad we might have to use that on his home turf. Because now everybody's not buying his lies no more. The media, the narrative is split. You know, people coming up against them. The chief tribe of Esau, you know, the Ish people, they losing their covering cash. So it's making everything fall apart. Donald Trump stuff is falling apart. So now they're like, we got to go back to our blessing, man. We got to go ahead and they call it a reset. We're gonna unalive all these older Jakes. We're gonna put the younger children in captivity, the concentration camp, re-educate them, put an MOTB in them, and they think they're gonna rule after that. They're gonna come out, everybody gonna be MOTB'd up, microchip in them, and they're gonna have a society of you know, compliant slaves. And they're gonna reset, they're gonna get rid of the Bible, all history, where they ain't gotta worry about they coming back no more. And now they're starting to see the error of their ways. Now they're starting to see how the Lord checkmate. You use the Bible to, you know, to trick Jake. Now the whole elect is going to that same Bible, like, hold up, you're the devil. So the devil, all he did was preserve, you know, he preserved the paperwork to condemn him. So now he's like, oh, I messed up with this Bible. So now we're going to try to ban it, which all he's going to do is fulfill prophecy. It's Amos, what, 8 and 10? Famine of the word. He's going to end up fulfilling that. That's why the devil, all he can do now is fulfill prophecy. And we already know his last move, his go-to move, is going to be to get that sword. Military-wise, I got a precept on that. This is Psalms 37:14. The wicked have drawn out the sword and have bent their bow to cast down the poor and needy, and to slay such as be of upright conversation. So that backs to everything, the statements I just made right there. It said the wicked have drawn out the sword. There's going to be them guns. You know, he said he bent the bow. That's another reason. A bow and arrow ain't nothing but an ancient way of a gun. You know, a projectile you can shoot. They said to do what? Cast down the poor and needy. Who's the poor and needy? It's Yasharala. We don't have institutions. We don't have a standing military. We really ain't got nothing. This devil mad. We got a couple food trucks, grocery stores, tire shops, little check cashing places. We just got the bare minimum stuff. And it making this devil mad. He hot. How dare you have a grocery store? How dare you have a check cashing? How dare your mechanics be better than my mechanics? How dare your food be better than my food? You mean tell me this little bitty food truck is whooping my little McDonald's and Burger King and all of that? Oh, no, no, no.
Hey, they be having the line out to the street.
Yeah, hey, bomb good food.
Yeah.
To where, hey, I go past like Burger King and Wendy's and stuff, and it be looking empty. It just be like the workers there. Then you go to Ishikar, you know, the little food truck, like I said, it be a line like a mug. You know what I'm saying? You have to stand in line.
Like,
you got the little canopy.
Yeah,
it be a bang of people out there eating out a good time.
I don't feel like waiting right now.
Hey, even with the drinks. I seen Ishikar had a little, you know, the little the Gatorade little thing.
Oh yeah.
And then they're mixing up fruit and all that, got a whole line. Esau don't like that. Then you got right there where we at, it's called Memorial Avenue, got a flea market. Esau don't like that, man. The money is not coming to him. Then you got Ishikar, got a lot of car lots. Everybody starting to mess with Ishikar's car lots, Northern Tribe.
Go down 11th Street.
Yeah, because they got cheaper, better cars.
Yep.
So now Esau looking like, I go back to Memorial, you don't see nobody at the big car lots, man. Like a ghost town, like a tumbleweed. You go to like the small car, like Ishikar, hey, it's all kinds of people outside, they shaking hands. Transactions being made. Hey, cars being sold like a mug. I'm back there looking like, dang, Ishikar got that 3,000. I'm about to double back on that one.
Yep.
Oh, look, so everybody messing with Issachar. Issachar like Jake got the juice right now. That's where everybody go. I know my mechanic to Issachar right. I don't go to Esau.
Mine too.
You know what I'm saying? I go to Issachar, and that's the go-to now. So that's got Esau offended. And we doing that as the poor and the needy. So this devil like, oh, no. His energy going down. Like Target going under, Walmart going under, Trump done but put the tariffs up. Tariffs ain't affecting Yashara like that. Yashara still bartering, still making deals. Oh yeah, I got this straight from Mexico, my friend. Southern tribe Jake is messing with the northern tribe. That's what really got him offended. You see Jake coming together. Acts 15:60. This is a taco place I go to on Tuesday. They got dollar tacos. When I go in there, it be full of northern and southern tribe Jake. Now southern tribe Jake starting to get hip to it too. So it be packed on Tuesdays. You think Esau like that? Hell no. He like, oh, I see Mexicans and Negroes kicking it together. They would like to say that movie Belly got to drop a dime on them now. I can't have that. They over here. I be up there ordering in Espanol. Let me get they tacos. Isada. They don't like that. Because then they might start meshing together. That's the devil's biggest fear, which is going to happen anyway. It's happened with the whole elect. Acts 15:16. And when at the end it said, slay, such to be an upright conversation. Now we starting to talk. Like I said, we might talk to another tribe, like, man, Hebrew Israelite, Israelite, yeah, this your tribe right here. Hey, yeah, this your tribe right here, yeah. So the upright conversations happen. Like, the Hebrew Israelite is a hot topic right now in Babylon the Great. You got all kind of scoffers coming out, you got some tribes, and you disrespecting Jesus.
Hey, them scoffers, they giving up free advertising.
Exactly, because now it's being big. That's the number one talked about topic in Babylon the Great, the black Hebrew Israelites. They put the emphasis on that. They black too. Oh Lord, they out there. It's all kind of camps. In here, it's probably like over 100 different camps in Babylon the Great. The word going out is spreading like wildfire right now. To where Esau can't even say nothing, man. They getting muffled out. Everybody reporting to us to hear the truth. Everybody coming, because I know my page growing like a mug. Everybody like, now I want to hear what the Hebrew Israelites got to say. For instance, my mother. I just took a trip. My mother in the car, she was all ears. She was like, I want to hear about it. Tell me this. Because everybody seeing what's happening in the news. Pastor Porkchop, he's muted. Everybody want to hear what we got to say because we know prophecy. So I'm like, well, what about this? What about that? Oh, yeah, I believe it. And this and that. So that's the new topic. That's the upright conversation happening. I just gave my family a whole mouthful of that yesterday. I'm like, oh, y'all in the car with me. I got to hear it now. I don't care if you want to hear it or not. My mother's like, yeah, I want to hear that. Certain your siblings like, put the music on. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear about Esau's enterprise coming to an end. But the signs is all there. When you look at the food industry, like Donald Trump doing a good work for us, man. We could never deal with Donald Trump about to do. Basically, Donald Trump's administration basically destroyed Babylon the Great. With their policies that they doing, they isolating their allies, doing that Trump trade war. That's hurting the economy. Them trying to deport the Israelite children. That's hurting their economy. And it's showing it like a lot of Jake's on the fence about it. But Trump is showing like, hey, yeah, we don't like y'all. Sir, Jake's is waking up. Like, oh shoot, they is talking about unaliving us. What we gonna do? They ain't in the truth, so they going to like a prepper mentality. I need guns too. That's why gun sales probably go through the roof. They like, oh, I need me a gun.
Hey, gun sales been through the roof since 2020.
Yeah, see? So they like, I need me a gun.
Since Obama.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. You right about that. Since Obama, yeah. And I remember, but I do remember in 2020. Yeah, you're right. Because even in the Obama era, they started buying too. But in 2020, the sales of guns actually beat the sales from before that time too.
Oh really?
Yeah. That's why. That's
when Jake started getting guns.
Yeah. Because it was a lot of you can tell a lot of women that don't even look like they ain't never touched a gun and they started going and buying them. Yeah. So that's why the guns are going up.
My family said it too. Family that members I never thought messed with guns. Like, I need a gun now. Yeah. Like, dang. Yeah. So swords is now, like I said, the sword, which the guns are now breaking records being sold. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of productive. Remember, Esau, the government want to take guns away from the public. Right. But you doing all this stuff, you make the public go out and buy more guns. That means that war gonna be big. Cause they got them too. That's why if I was on the ICE thing, I'd be kind of nervous. Like, you got to go out here in the public and they got what we got and got some stuff too. Like, hey man, you better fire that drone up. You better hit that high frequency weapons. I ain't trying to go in here and have no shootout with, take Quisha and all of them.
Yeah, guerrilla warfare is like still the number one strategy. They ain't really got no answer for guerrilla warfare.
Yep. And that's why I heard on that lesson I did, they said they got them doing patrols to get used to the environment.
Yeah.
So that way they won't get messy with the public. They already know the environment.
Yeah.
Now they out there at the park. I know how this go. I know the woods over there. These people don't. So they got to get them used to it. That way they have an even playing field.
And that's good, because when you said something about guerrilla warfare, that actually goes into a lot of stuff that gives. This is one of the prophecies right here. I had that pulled up. This is 2 Hedges chapter 6 and 24. And it says, at that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountain shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. And it says, whosoever will remain from all these that I have told you shall escape and see my salvation in the end of your world. All right, but then right here in verse 24, right here, that goes into guerrilla warfare, because you got to think about when he said friends shall fight against another like enemy. When he thought he would start bringing out that sword, when he bringing that, cutting off the food supply and all of that, your next door neighbor who y'all once thought once were at like what the way the society is, y'all friends now, but when they come around, when you need something and your neighbor got it, then that's when y'all gonna become enemies. That's the time what we talk about right here when we going in, and that's pretty much considered like guerrilla warfare. And when I got to come in through all of that, hey man, it's basically all out war.
In the 80s, when the movie Colors, I may not remember, but they were showing what they just said, how they got to get familiar with the neighborhood. Mm-hmm. They were showing them little young Jakes. They was on the corner when the police ran up. They couldn't even chase them because Jake knew the escape route. I know I'm gonna go over here. We already set the little basket on the ground, so I got to duck and jump and hit left. And the police don't know that. They cannot keep up with Jake. That's how they was getting away in L.A.
Yeah, because they saw the police chasing them.
Yeah, and so they were like, God damn, I got to jump in. But Jake, they done ran through that alley so many times. They got the world record on getting through this shit. Right. And you get fucking them old ass crackers out there trying to run and jump over shit. That shit ain't working.
Yeah, they do it like parkour or something like that. That gives the public the advantage. Because now you got to come to my turf and attack me on my ground. I said in my lesson, I said, when it get bad, they might have booby traps ready for ice. Man, you might come to the door and they got like artillery shells set up. You know what I'm saying? Bow, bow. You get hit with artillery shells. You thinking you come to the house, he over there laying down in the back of the bed of the truck. He gonna pop up behind him. So they're gonna get a lot of casualties to that. Because you gotta attack the American people on their home turf. And then you gotta attack them when they know you coming. Like the public, if they paying attention, they know ICE is coming. So therefore they're gonna be ready for them. And they're gonna have all kinds of little traps set up. They say they might be walking to the door. They might be walking, like they might have something with like a bunch of leaves. Like they might get out to their Humvee, walk through the yard, and all of a sudden you done stepped in a 10-foot hole.
The story that's effective is Gaza. When they was going in there, they was them people that Assad, whatever they call them, Hamas. The motherfuckers was taking tanks out. They was losing tanks riding up in there. That's why they was like, nah, we gonna just sit back and just bomb the shit out of them, force them to move back. Those running up in their neighborhood shit, they taking our artillery and all kind of shit. We don't know shit.
And that's gonna happen in Babylon the Great.
Yeah.
Well, that's the reason why they said Vietnam. That's why they lost Vietnam too.
There's a lot of people that's vets, Jake, that's best, that knows strategy and motherfuckers. Now, people ain't listening to them on your crazy ass. You're a firecracker, you jumping around the bed and shit. But when it comes time to get down, motherfuckers gonna be like, what was you talking about? Yeah.
Some Molotov cocktails built up.
Yeah.
They're gonna be all everything.
Yeah.
70 movie Spook the Set by the Door or something. That was pretty much that. He learned all the secrets from the CIA. And he went and go talk all of Jake from the hood. And then like once the army started rolling in, they had guerrilla warfare popping up on top of roofs and laying them down, knocking out their tanks and Humvees and everything.
He lighting them up by the street poles, like this many yards you got. He had snipers set up. Yeah, man, as I said, y'all strong about to do that to ICE. That's why they know they're gonna get mass casualties. That's why they got UN troops on deck. That's why I'm looking at ICE like the first batches, bro. You're on the front line. Jake gonna get some get back on that because they ready for you.
This is Second Edges 15 and 12. And Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plagues and punishment that Yahweh shall bring upon it. It says, they that till the ground shall mourn, for the seeds shall fail in the blasting of hell, and with all fear of consolation. It says, woe unto the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another with swords in their hands. And that's the part what we're seeing right now. People are standing up and fighting each other with swords in their hands. And a lot of these Mexican cartels is giving these ICE people the business. They got the same fucking the same military equipment and gear. Like, they gonna do guerrilla work first. Yeah, like they keeping the hustle. I've seen a lot of articles and stuff that just like and videos that get scrubbed, like how they knocking ICE out. And ICE is quick right now because people are following them home and giving up their locations or their addresses and shit, and their families is in danger now.
Mm-hmm. I say a lot of those cartels work for those agencies, so they just give them a heads up.
So yeah, that's big. That's why I'm looking at Bama Greg. You stupid. These your little dudes. They know how your sister run. You gave them all the information, all the equipment. Now you want to attack them? They gonna turn around and attack you.
They're just gonna snitch on you.
And then put the public on their side. So I'm looking at Bama Greg like you got an L coming, bro. You got too much stuff going on. Then you got to fight outside of the USA too. So you trying to fight your own citizens and fight outside foreign entities when your military is at its weakest.
Let's not talk about the Iranian people that snuck in here, or the Chinese people that snuck in here.
Sleeper cells.
Yeah,
you got that.
You got that.
Got the public. To Israel, like it's really they overwhelmed, man. They trying to do too much at a small time. You see the Lord about to straight checkmate. I got this right here. This goes back to what I said earlier too. This is Psalm 37 and 12. It says, the wicked plotted against the just and gnash upon him with his teeth. And who's the wicked? The wicked is Esau, even so-called white man. They're plotting. All these like Rex 84, King Alfred, everything Esau doing right now was a plot to take out the children of Israel. And who's the just? That's the children of Israel, the hope elect. They said he gnashed upon him with his teeth. That's an old school word. Like they say back then, hey man, I got 20 man arms to the teeth. Which means they got, top level weaponry. They're trying to use the military now to smash us all up. But here we go, we're going to kick it on verse 13. It said, the Lord shall laugh at him, for he seeth that his day is coming. And that's what's happening. That's what we talk about, man. Lord see Esau coming from a mile away. We see Esau coming from a mile away. We see Esau's L coming. Like, bro, ain't no way in the world you're going to fight the children of Israel, Babylon the Great, and have to fight Moab and your own people, Russian Edomites, and you got to fight Elam and Ishmael, the Iranians. Like, you can't beat all of that, man. Like, Esau now, the world done turned against Esau. And they're a very small group. A small group of them in Europe, a small group of them in Babylon the Great. They're very, very small amongst, all the other nations. And now they're trying to subdue. Huh?
Edomites is 7% of the world population.
Yeah, that's small. That's very small.
Yeah.
You ain't even double digits. And you trying to subdue the rest of the world? That's not going to work, man. So, like that precept said, hey, Lord about to laugh at Esau, man. He about to get worked up. Now, he going to get the 2/3. And that's only because they're dumb and they're solid children. They out there. Like, a lot of them ain't even making preparation for what's going on. They still, I'm going to go to my job. I'm trying to buy this car. Get my business going.
Saving up for a cruise.
Yeah. They talk about going on cruise ships, man. This devil declaring war. And, like, they're attacking Jake on a cruise ship. They talking about Carnival got new rules. Whatever, Jake can't get on the boat. I'm hearing about Jake going overseas and can't come back. Like, the cruise ship is over with. Like,
so you can't even wobble no more on the cruise.
Yeah, see?
I don't even know what the fuck that is, but that shit had me laughing.
It's like some twerk dance.
I knew it was a dance and shit. Like, man, they banning dances on cruise. What the hell was they doing when they was wobbling?
They were popping damn fans.
Yeah.
Oh, that shit got old to Jake.
And he started like that. So they kill their own economy. That's not the women, they the ones who want to get on the boat all the goddamn time. Everybody heard about a goddamn boat cruise is Eve. Some look at Esau like you own your own economy, damn devil. That's who's buying that shit. And if Eve don't want to get on no boat, don't know Jake man want to get on the goddamn boat.
Sure,
The joke man want to get on the boat because Eve is begging him to get on the boat. We don't give a damn about getting on no boat. We like to have a barbecue at the house, turn on some TV, hey, scratch our nuts, drink some like y'all. We good.
Just like Jake, he's that playing man, just laid back.
Exactly. They said give us a barbecue at the house. I done paid all this money for air conditioner. No, I want to get on the goddamn boat. I said most Jake dudes get on the boat is because he want to get on the goddamn boat.
I seen a video of that was like after the rules of Carnival. It was like an Edomite videotape. There wasn't nobody on that damn boat, man. Nobody on the boat.
That's the economy of Jake. And they're like, goddamn, he said, he's so stupid. You telling Eve not to get on the boat. So if Eve don't get on the boat, the Jake man gonna get on the boat. So that Jake got the number one spending power in Babylon the Great. We spend the most money.
I was just thinking about
that. Yeah, we buy Jordans and all the designer shit.
Over $1 trillion in spending power.
Yeah, Jake the one spending the money on shit, man.
Esau don't even want to get on the boat.
I just want to say, Esau ain't even getting on that
he
shit.
Don't like, because Esau don't like Jake, but he want to be around Jake to have something to talk about, or they got some Edomites who want to.
I seen that nigga do this.
I seen her Eve shaking her ass with that fan. They want to see Eve dance too.
Yeah, but ain't nothing they ain't even gonna get on.
Even the Edomite Karen woman, she want to see how Eve do her thing. She can copy her. She look at Eve shake the fan like I want to do the boots on the ground.
That shit be funny. They be showing them old ass at the old folks on old ass white people. Barely can pick up the goddamn fan and shit, trying to pop.
Right, he gonna just
copy the motherfucker. Late in the motherfucker on the beat been gone.
They gonna copy Jake.
Arthritis is attacking the shit out of the motherfucker.
They don't want to get on the boat and the economy messed up. So now you making Jake mad. You forcing Jake to get ready for your butt, man. To get ready for that sword. That's why a lot of Eves is mad right now. They don't want to get with the program. But they're being forced to. Like I said earlier, like when war started out, they gonna want to listen to Hebrew Israelites and the drunk military ex-uncle. And like I think you did listen to that too. It was Jake Sniper.
Oh yeah.
He said it's civil war about to happen. He said you don't want me on the block. You know what I'm saying? So he gonna be taking out ICE agents.
I seen that video. He was like, you got people like me. He's like, who's used to that? Who's used to that environment? He said, American cities ain't used to that.
He was the number one in Afghanistan. He was the number one sniper in Afghanistan.
Man, Jake. You know what I'm saying? He gonna use them skills on Esau on ICE. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of ex-military Jakes. You got the Hebrew Israelites.
They all in our neighborhood. Hey, you go out north. You don't know how many bandits you know they out north.
I got a couple
of motherfuckers real spooked that stuff behind
my pops is one. I think they got
a reaper or some shit.
Yeah, he got a cold ass nickname.
And that's Jake. And so when Esau get ready to do civil war, you got this cold sniper. What you think he about to do? ICE about to take lots of casualties. And that's just one we talk about. It's like I said, it's all kind of Jake that was in the military that's gonna use their military skills against Esau's military.
And you know it's crazy.
Jake a mother, when Jake come with it, it's gonna be serious, man. I think ICE really kind of spooked, like I think they kind of want to bang with the public like that.
Them UN troops. I'm sorry.
Oh, you good? You got it.
Them UN troops. They dress like the Carolina Tar Heels. That shit stand out like a motherfucker. You trying to sneak up on motherfucker with baby blue on? That shit about to get you killed.
You win on the helmet and shit.
A good target at that. You see it clear as day. So they might start getting scared, like, nah, I ain't about to roll up out there. That's what I said. They probably gonna start using, like, direct energy weapons and drones and stuff.
That's why they shit is blue, though.
That's that standard. They're gonna have to.
Yeah.
That's why they were blue. So they motherfuckers, they start hitting with the laser, the motherfuckers is alright. For the most part.
Against the public. They gonna need that to turn the tide in their favor.
Yeah, they gonna do that.
Yeah, the public gonna be part of whooping them.
And I say, man, every now and then, cause every now and then when you sit down and watch a war movie or just watch a random movie with a veteran, they gonna say some shit that's gonna be like a war tactic. Cause my pops, he used to do that shit all the time. Like we was watching Scarface one time. And you know that scene where he was like, say hello to my little friend. That little thing. Yeah. And my pops was like, that's bullshit. He said the first rule of combat. He said the first rule of combat, find cover. I'm like, yeah, that's right. We just watch the movie. Where did come from? But that's not a veteran beat though. Yeah. They'll say something, and they'll say something, and it'll be a strategy. It'll be a war tactic. And that's how I knew. I was like, okay, so when the shootout happened, instead of just taking off guns, you find cover.
The way that we filter the world through these scriptures, a lot of them vets like that, that's how they filter the world through their training.
Yeah.
That's how they see the world.
Yeah.
You know, they looking, I'm supposed to be over here. You know, I feel uncomfortable out in the open like this. They always standing by some shit just in case shit pop off.
A lot of J's feel slighted by the U.S. military. I'll serve this country. This is the shit I get. So they waiting for shit to pop off.
They kicking them all.
I ain't get my full VA.
They cut my leg off. I'm about to cut days off in a minute.
Hey, they kicking all of the jakes out, all of the men because of the beard situation. And they said that the women, they can't do the little motherfucking baby hair and some other shit. They like, shit, they banning all the shit Jake want to do. Your ass gonna have to either motherfucking go with the buzz cut and get the fuck out. And most of the Jakes like, shit, I'm getting the fuck out.
That's bad right there. Now you take a dig at the military. Some of them got a little bit of military training. They're going to fight against you. They're going to feel slighted. The military can raise the bomb.
Everybody got,
I'm going to give it to ICE.
Everybody got a military family member.
Oh, yeah, I got a lot. Yeah, I got a lot. Yeah, it's a lot. That's what I'm saying. He going to get something. Then, like, we talking about military. Imagine when he meet a hopeful elect. And the Lord really loves that hopeful elect. Like, nah, you're not getting that. You know, spiritual power and standard gonna get popped up at that time. That's why, like me, I'm waiting on Jacob's troubles. I'm like, that's when it's gonna be proven ground. That's the standard gonna be lifted up. That's something like Esau ain't even calculated that too much, you know. Like, oh look, man, this dude just took off flying in the air. Like, we ain't got no protocols on that. You know, send out the little drone to see what that do. You know, see what the heck this dude just froze.
Have no scout report for that.
Yeah, this dude just burnt them alive. Are you serious? Are y'all smoking something?
He can't even handle our creativity and our state we had now. He can't come up with a way to beat us because all Jay got to do is look at a situation from both sides and come up with a way to get around it. And he can't even deal with us now. Just imagine when we get stuff that he ain't never seen before, like a Jake start levitating. Shit, all them UN troops gonna bounce.
So they guns gotta run.
You ain't lying.
So they guns gotta run. Like, I ain't battling that. What the hell was that, man? They gonna be mortified. You know?
Nigga do like this and everything loose. Pick up, start raising up off the ground. It's time to go.
Yeah, he gonna run.
It's time to go.
They gonna run. And stuff like that gonna happen, y'all. So it's gonna be miracles gonna happen. You know, during Jacob's trouble. That's why the real hopeful, we ain't worried about it. We want Esau to push the button and do it. So we getting hyped about it. Like, go ahead and come forward, man. See what happens. And the devil, you kind of know, kind of scared. It's like they doing it, but it's kind of like there's some hesitation to it. I feel like they head. It's like the devil pump faking. Like he's scared to throw the pass. So he up for pump faking. I'm like, fool, you gonna throw an interception? You might as well throw it.
Throw an interception or your ass gonna get sacked.
Yeah, either one. He said there just nah, not yet. He just pump faking. Like, nah, I don't think he open. Nah, I don't think it's open. Like, all right. Like I said, you gonna get sacked, Lord, but Lord, I got you checkmated, dude. Might as well just roll your sword out and go ahead and get crumpled up like you know you about to get crumpled up.
It's a free prophet. You kind of broke this down right here. This is Isaiah chapter 13. The point being 2 and 3, but we'll start at verse 1 because it says, the burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see. And it says, lift up the banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them, take the hand that they may go into the gates of the noble. And it says, shake the hand that they may go into the gates of the noble. When you think about the nobles, who are the nobles of this society? It's Esau, Edom, so-called white men. All right, and it said, go into the gates of the nobles, which means that the people is going to rebel against the rulers of this society. All right, in verse 3, it says, I have commanded my sanctified ones. I have also called my mighty ones for my anger, even them that rejoice in my hiding. You see, and that right here, and this is the Lord, when the Lord lift up that standard, the Lord is going to call up his what he said, his sanctified one. Okay, and he said, and I'm going to call my mighty ones for my anger. All right, so the Lord's about to turn the tables on Esau in a minute, man.
Ooh, that's spirit. I got sprinkles to back you up for man. That's spirit. I was about bringing that out like how you shift the gears on it. Check it out. This is Psalm 37:15. Their sword shall enter into their own heart, and their bow shall be broken. Verse 16. A little that a righteous man has is better than the riches of a many wicked. Verse 17. For the arms of the wicked shall be broken, but the Lord upholdeth the righteous.
And that right there, the little that a righteous man has is better than many riches of the wicked. That basically something going into our faith right there. The little that the righteous have is our faith in Yahweh Yahweh Shah. Okay? And he said it's better than the riches of many wickedness. This is why we're not afraid when Esau even come down having that great wrath. Because we know that the Lord is gonna protect us in that time, man. He gonna either give us that spiritual power or he's gonna have that divine intervention. Whatever the case, the Lord Yahweh Yahweh Shah got us.
Like I said in verse 17, the arms of the wicked shall be broken. We can vividly see that. Like, devil, this is the end of you. We at the end of Esau Edom's rulership. This is the last little bit. He riding on fumes right now. Where you're at the end of your gas and you just pushing on the gas pedal and rocking. Yeah. He trying to get him across the finish line. And that sucker sputtering. And he about done, man. I'm gonna read this verse 18 too. It says, the Lord knoweth the days of the upright, and their inheritance shall be forever. Verse 19, they shall not be ashamed in the evil time, and in the days of famine, they shall be satisfied. You hear that? It said, they should not be ashamed in the evil time. But why? We done did the work. You know, we done put in works for Yahweh Yahweh Shah. You know, we done did prayers for Yahweh Yahweh Shah. So when Jacob trouble happened, we're not gonna be sitting there like, damn, did I do enough? And my part of it, we like, oh, we done did the works. Now we just waiting on the thing to go down. We looking for, like you said, the inheritance. He shall be forever. So we looking for Esau to get smashed out during that time. You know, and they say the days of famine. We're not worried about the food coming up short. You know, the Lord gonna take care of us.
I will prepare a table before you in the presence of your enemies.
God, so we looking forward to Jacob's trouble. What that let us know is the end game. Jacob's trouble is us right, like the tribulation period, right before we go to the kingdom of heaven. So we're anticipating that. Like, yeah, bring it, devil, because that's really Jacob's trouble is when Esau gonna get snuffed out. Only ones Esau gonna get the 2/3. Everybody outside the truth. That's who Esau gonna be able to get his hands on. And that's the penalty for believing in Esau. Because you're supposed to believe in Yahweh Bashmiah Shah, not the so-called white man. Everybody hollering on Jesus Christ, they're gonna get unalive during that period. Because that's not who the Lord's dealing with. You can't call me the wrong name. And then I gave you plenty of time, plenty of grace period, put my prophets out there to be patient and teach you and tell you who the names are. So since you smacked down they basically closed the door on their mercy. You know? God dang, squirrel. I seen him run up the tree. They done closed the doors of mercy. And now the doors of mercy closed, hey, pretty much the truth's gonna come out. You know, that's really the Lord. We keep talking about Esau, but that's the Lord using Esau to commit that genocide. You know, really just the purge, to get rid of the undesirables. All the little stiff neck, little twerking, talking fast, dishonorable to their parents, popping drugs, using drugs, you know, just a straight degenerate plant. All the degenerates of Yahweh Bashmiah Shah, he about to get rid of them and cleanse them. And all the ones
in Ezekiel the 9th chapter, so when he said slay utterly old, made little children.
Yeah.
That's that prophecy right there.
That's a death by pain.
Yeah. Yeah, he about to get rid of all of them during Jacob's trouble. That's a cleansing. That's the Lord doing a purge. And that's why we, you know, cling to the Lord. We pray to the Lord. You know, we basically begging that we don't want the smoke with Yahweh Bashmiah Shah. But that smoke he bringing, that sword he bringing, I might go get that. King David called it out. That sword he's bringing, that's the judgment, man, from the Lord. All these Jakes up here talking crazy to us, all they slick, all these scoffers. Lord, like, okay, I'm gonna let Esau have it. You know, Esau gonna run up on you with his soldiers, and hey, they gonna torture you. You know, Eve talking out that noise when ride the little carousel. Like Elder Malcolm would say, ride the cock carousel and think she's so fine and this, and that. A group of Edomites gonna run down on her and ravish her. And then put a bullet in her head. You know? And that's how, you know, because a lot of them mistreat Israelite men. They, oh, you broke, you old broke nigga. I don't want to hear that. I only mess with rich Edomite men, this and that. And Lord gonna, hey, give them what they asked for. You got these gangster niggas, they all talk they gangster, this and that. Hey, them dudes are scary. When you start coming out there and stuff, you gonna see them turn to little girls. I promise you, I'm seeing it already. Like, dang, dude, you supposed to be gangster with what's up? Why you scared now? Yeah, they gonna be blowing snot bugs and they gonna get to tell it. First thing they gonna tell them is gonna be them gangster niggas. I know a black people is like, yeah, he stay around the way. Yeah, get him, cuz. You say I'm gonna be safe? just put this in my body and I'm good. That's gonna be your gangster niggas, man. The gangster niggas really are ops. Cause them your snitches. Cause really they're nothing but minions to Esau. I done figured it out. That's why Eve like gangster niggas. I really figured it out, y'all scholars. Cause a gangster nigga, he has the ways of the Edomite man. Cause Keisha can't, most Eves can't get an Edomite. Edomite like skinny women with fake, Eve ain't got that. She too big for Esau. He ain't got enough meat for that. He's the opposite of Arby. He ain't got the meats. So what they do, they take the second round draft pick, which is what? A Jake man that's a gangster. Cause his whole nature is an Edomite man. He kill other Jakes. He sell drugs, just like Esau. He's real unruly. A gangster nigga is nothing but a Edomite with brown, skin color. I know that's what a gangster is. And then for the Northern tribe, they got the Vatos, the cartel. That's why they get the respect, because they act the most like Esau. But they look like, like a Jake. So that's why they're the prime, they're the number one men that Israelite women want to procreate with.
Hey, the number one reason why the Klan back in the day during Reconstruction wore a hood, because during Reconstruction, these motherfucking white dudes, they could be openly racist to Jake. They don't need to hide. Why they gonna hide their face? The reason why they was hiding their face when they came to the neighborhood that night was to cover up all of the Jakes that was riding with them. Like how you was saying, the Jakes that's with the Klan, they was pointing, yeah, that nigga has some slick shit to say about y'all, and this nigga over here, he pointing out the motherfuckers that is going against what some Edomites was talking about. It was always Jakes riding with Klan. That's why they was hiding their face.
They knew where to go.
Yeah, they pull her right to the house where the nigga talking shit at.
I didn't do that.
I'm pretty sure not all Israel is of Israel.
Yeah.
God.
Even with Columbus, it was other natives.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah. He did have a native with him. Yep.
But that's Esau's main strategy when he attack anybody. He find a group of people that then got their feelings hurt by the majority and back them and build them up to attack against the majority. That's how he gets in the door every time.
What was that?
Them gangster niggas.
Yeah.
Esau gave them drugs. He get them guns, and he promotes them in the rap music. He promotes them in entertainment. That's why Eve is so confused, because she looks at them like, this is the supreme man right here.
But when they say that they stay raised though, they see the state as their parents. Like the ones that have been criminals, they when they went to the Barney, so they got the boys home anymore. Or I don't know if they call it that when I was a little kid. They go to the boys' homes, and then they go to county, then they graduate up at the prison, then it'd be the first one they go to, it'd be their parent prison. Essentially, they've been raised by the county their whole life. They gon' side with Esau way before they side with Jakes in the neighborhood, because that's who they've been raised around.
And you see that, like you said, the rap music all the way. Right about a bunch of Edomites, small hatters.
I think that what was that Judas and the Black Messiah? Yeah. They showed it perfectly in that movie as well too.
Yeah, that's a real good movie. I seen an NBA young boy, he's surrounded by nothing but Edomites. I'm like, that's why your life messed up. Jay-Z got nothing but them. Yep, Jay-Z surrounded by nothing but Edomites. Rick Ross. Oh, yeah, all of them. So it shows you, and that's going to be the first ones to challenge. And that's what's going to happen when Esau come down with the military troops on the block. That's it, Eve looking for a gangster to protect us. Now Eve starting to figure it out, like, oh, these gangsters don't protect us. I've seen a lot of videos on that. They calling them toxic. I'm like, you got 4 babies with them. Different 3 gangsters. It's too late. Eve don't know what Hopeful Lake man wants you. Anyhow, I'm fringe hunt now. I'm like, shit, good luck. Everybody wants your butt. You got that residue from all these gangster niggas, because they starting to see it now. That's how the cover cast coming down. Gangster niggas only get gangster with other Jakes. They don't go against the real enemy, which is Esau. Because really, they're scary.
That makes them cowards.
They would say that about 4 Extra. They was like, this nigga ain't got nothing for Adam 22, whatever the cracker name is. But every nigga come up in there and said he want to fight and front them off, like 607.
Yeah, and then Ock told me that Adam Pursuit the one that gave 4 Extra the fireworks. The blew his
really?
hand up.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I said he said he the one gave it to him. I'm like, goddamn, you dumbass nigga.
That was Sunshine.
Yeah, this devil set you up cold. Got you fighting your own people. Then gave you a stick of dynamite. That's like a 2/3 personified to the fullest. You know, blew your whole hand off.
On his
right before Jacob trouble.
Right, and then put it on his Adam 22 page. He put his GoFundMe on his page too.
I heard you only got like
set up a
$600.
GoFundMe for that nigga. Oh no, Adam 22.
Going right to Adam 22 pop.
Yeah.
Yeah, he making money off. He exploited that dude. All them. Everybody, if you on Vlog or Adam 22, you getting exploited. And they gonna play you, man. That's why like Jake is dumb. As I say, they 4 extra niggas. Them niggas right there gonna tell it. Them the weakest niggas on the block. They real retarded. And all you gotta do is look at 4 extra and look his hand get blown off and we ain't making this up. Now he gotta fight against Esau with one hand. And Esau done blew his top off, blew his hand off. That's how dumb they are. So I'm gonna get back. I'm gonna read this right here because Esau about to go, man. That's why they trying to get all they can. Whatever little jakes they can get, they gonna get them. This Psalm 37 and 20. It says, but the wicked shall perish, and the enemy of the Lord should be as the fat of the lamb. They shall consume, and the smoke shall they consume away. That's right there. That's why we ain't mad. He said the wicked shall perish. This is Esau's last call. He gonna come to his military. He gonna jump on the 2/3 real good. 2/3 gonna fight back. Gonna try to fight the whole leg. Gonna flip and stand and lift it up. Hey, then after that, Esau gonna take an L. Hey, so dramatic and so big, it's gonna be on biblical sports. Like all these little drones gonna fly out the sky. The church gonna get activated. The archangel Michael gonna stand up. Hey, y'all I said y'all shot shows up in the atmosphere. Hey, Esau gonna take heavy losses. Hey, Lord gonna destroy this place in 1 hour. Showing that Esau's easy work. Hey, the house of David is gonna be like it's gonna be swelled. The house of David gonna beat down on Esau either, man. Something strong, man. So I'm looking like let he do what he gonna do. So what we doing now at the last moment, you trying to tell whatever little Jake, it's the last little what they call last call for alcohol. You trying to tell Jake, come in the house while you can. Cause the devil was about to, he about to wage war. He about to start getting shooting and stuff. Come in now.
Like,
Get back.
What happened with Noah, man? When the Lord closed up the door, hey, the flood came. So when these doors of mercy closed up, what happened? Esau gonna come in like a flood.
But the truth, same thing. Except it's gonna be raining hot lead and missiles.
I got one more to bag you up though, because that precept says they gonna gnash on him with his teeth, and then his teeth are found in his mouth. So that goes into his legislation. Legislation is a part of his teeth, but also, and this is Isaiah 10 and 1. It says, "Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees." It says, "Woe." That's evil, bad time. They just let you know Esau Edom, hey, he got a great fall coming. Then woe's gonna catch up to his ass here in a second. He gonna get the 2/3, but that woe is coming for him. It says, "Woe unto him that decree unrighteous decrees and write grievousness which they have prescribed, to turn aside the needy from to turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that the widows may be afraid." And we see that. Hey, the widows are known as the elect. And Esau is using them as a prey right now. They over there hunting them down right now. And we're seeing that. And it says and that they may rob the fatherless. And it says, and what will ye do in that day of visitation, and in the desolation which shall come from afar? Because the Lord going to crack them skies and send them standards down and let Jake get at them, man. When all hell break loose and everything come down and it's said and done, it says the desolation which shall come from afar. To whom will ye flee from? Flee for help, and where will you leave your glory? And a lot of people, hey, they ain't gonna have nothing. They ain't gonna have no baggage. So they turn down the Lord, turn down the hand from the Lord, Yahweh, and they following after Esau. They just told you from the first beginning, said, "Woe unto him that decree unrighteous decree." That's Esau. And he's gonna get that. He's gonna get that destruction. And those are the poor and needy. Hey, we're gonna get saved by our power, Yahweh.
I was just thinking about how that precept when it said woe unto him, but it basically Esau about to get that destruction, man. And just like the arcade was just saying earlier, Esau was in a trick bag. You know, he done already been checkmated to the point where the Lord is using Esau Edom to not only get rid of the trash of our nation, but he gonna use him to get rid of the trash of our nation, and then he gonna throw them away like trash as well too. And that's like that's how you know Yahweh about Yahweh the master chess player right there. He destroy all his enemies, no matter who they is.
sacrifice all the little 2/3, and then take Esau down at the end.
Like I say, he closed all loose ends. Yep. The Lord closing all loose ends. He's doing like a joke. And then movie was it the Dark Knight when they all did a job and off each other. So at the end, it's gonna be a whole fillet. Whole fillet, a couple like little heathens to serve in the kingdom. And they ain't gonna have no system. They ain't gonna have no structure, none of that. It's gonna be all Yasser Allah. Everything.
That's why second Hedges was the second Hedges 69 when it said for Esau is the end of the world, Jacob is the beginning of their father.
I was coming online. So this Jacob trouble is a trial period, to test your faith. Because we're going to be tested too. The Lord going to see, hey, man, you're going to be scared. You're going to hold that ground. The Lord want to see if you're going to keep that same energy. Because right now, everything is still, still corporate steady. Still go get a little big double, all of that. Now, when things turn up, the Lord even looking at us like, man, you going to keep that same energy? Because Esau going to come down on us like, hey, man, what's that Yahweh Bashiach stuff I hear? What's that about? What's this? I hear you a black Hebrew Israelite. What's that about? The Lord gonna want to see if we gonna hold strong and tell the devil like, yeah, I am. What about it? Yeah, I pray to you, how about you, I was shy, and what? And the devil might put a gun to our head, like, hey man, you renounce that right now, or we're gonna let this trigger fly. Or we're gonna put you in the concentration camp. You gotta remember that precept where he said he cast you in the prison. He said, be thou faithful,
Yeah.
what 10 days you got a crown of life. Loose paraphrase. So we gotta remember that precept. But they're gonna be rounding Jake up. Like it's gonna be chaos out here, man. They're gonna be going crazy. This devil desperate, Yasharala. He is desperate. He's trying to make sure his house continues forever. And to do that, he has to subdue us. And they got us to a certain level, but not the way they want it. They gotta get the MOTB in it to make it complete. They say they're gonna sever the connection to Yahweh Bashiach Shai. Right now we praising the Lord, we call him the Lord's name. He gotta stop that. So that MOTB, that microchip, that's like a muscle. Once he puts it in your body, your whole spirit is muzzled after that. Lord, like you ain't, your light is gone. Ain't no beacon to pick you up, none of that.
It's like the jammer.
Yeah, God, I like how you said it, yeah.
A phone, and next thing you know, your phone connection, there's no way Esau got a jammer around. Yeah, the jammer's cutting off the connection.
It's a dividing and conquering.
Yeah. I like how I said it like a jammer. It blocks your spirit. Because once he put that in you, there's no more connection, no more none of that. Right now, our spirit is like an SOS. Right now, we like a beacon to the Lord. So he looking like, oh yeah, I got pickups to make. Take the MOTB.
I heard him.
Yeah.
Put the MOTB in, and no more.
Hey, your signal go out. It's out. Pickup gone. Signal lost. Right now, we got the signal going, man. It's that I like the faith. It calls it oil, like having your light burning. That's a light right now. You see that beacon, that light, when something's up top, they look down and see it like, oh yeah, I gotta pick that up. They're like the rescue team. That's how the church is gonna be. The church is what's gonna beam us up so we don't taste that nuclear holocaust, that nuclear fire that's about to hit. We gotta go up. We gotta get on the chariot. The Lord already know who he's gonna pick up. You know who he's not gonna pick up. Exactly. That's the new ark. It's a chariot. You think about it, and we look at 2/3 like, man, y'all not looking like y'all gonna get picked up, man. Your beacon ain't going off, man. You hollering for Esau. You already know what Esau gonna do. He gonna tell you to open your mouth and put a hot bullet in you, man. Especially for those that want to be tough and refuse the MOTB.
And I just thought about that too, man, because that's how Yahweh Shah got lifted up too. But the scripture said the servant is not greater than his master. So we basically going through everything that Yahweh Shah went through when he was while he was walking. So Yahweh Shah went through the trials and tribulations, we gonna go through the trials and tribulations. When Yahweh Shah got beamed up, we also gonna get beamed up. And that's how it's gonna work.
Spectacular deliverance. Mm-hmm. And it's gonna be spectacular how he gonna protect us. He might be running with guns. The Lord might make it where they get different orders, gotta run over here, or they might get blinded. Or like I said earlier, it might be like on colors, man. The Lord might just put that juice in us. We might run so fast, hit the corner, hit the block. They on the thing, we lost them. Couldn't keep up. Cause they got all that heavy equipment they gotta run with. We're gonna be light on our feet. And we know our areas where we've been at. Like I know I cut here. That dude might be from Boston. He don't know Tulsa terrain. He might be from, Idaho or something. He's on foreign territory. And he scared his damn self. Like, shoot, I might get popped up too. They got guns, they gonna be on.
Went to different countries.
Hey, don't
Yeah,
know
they
nothing about
don't
it.
know nothing since they used to hit the stores in the U.S. They ain't gonna know shit.
They been over. I've been running over South Keys. I can go through that alley over there, cut through that creek,
No
pop
one
up
is
over
jumping.
here. Yeah.
I know where that tunnel drop off is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They might be in
I
the
run
tree.
over here, get on my 4-wheeler real quick.
I might be in a tree looking at him pass by.
Yeah.
He at the top of the tree like Predator.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Looking down there. You know what I'm saying? Dude go over there to take a piss, man. They go, yeah, got me one. Now they gotta help their partner. They don't know he getting stalked. You know what I'm saying? This is Jake in the tree. He back here get his VA benefits.
Like in the
He's
movie,
like Rambo.
in the movie Colors, it was an old police in with the young
young one?
dude.
Yeah.
When that scene happened, the old dude just got out and sat a crew like, man, I ain't trying to chase these niggas.
Yeah, you
Young
gotta do
dude,
this
like,
to young dude.
I'm the hero. He came back with his tail fucking between his legs, man, tripping.
Young dude like need a water. Old dude like need a water.
He just gotta go to the liquor store. They gonna be right up there.
I know they gonna be there.
Yeah, the fuck you jumping out the car running and shit.
Yeah, you new to the job.
Yeah.
That's fair when you said that. They're gonna be at the liquor store. Cause that's Esau. He know where to find the 230.
Yeah, he know exactly where to go.
He's gonna have problems.
We ain't gotta chase them niggas nowhere.
Yeah.
Or they gonna be over their cousin's house. We got him on payroll. Shit.
He worked for us.
Yeah.
Like that movie Book of Swearing. The dude talking that noise. He's like, yeah, he worked for us. You didn't know that? He's like damn. That got to go precept? I said, okay. So with that being said, y'all strong my hoping for edifying. Hey, we want to give all praise and glory too. Power. Ba'ashem. Y'all baby. Hey, stay locked in, man. Stay locked in, y'all. We almost up out of here, baby. Shalom.
Hey man, so the northern tribe, they making smoothies now in the